College is the biggest scam of all time. The people that own these institutions need to be fined and possibly put into jail, because this is just disgusting. It's borderline criminal. And as a person that is an expert in selling, an expert in getting people to buy stuff, and also can clearly recognize the techniques used to pressure and manipulate people, this is disgusting. The level of scum that is just, it has to be taken care of. It has to be taken care of. Just a few fun facts, okay? Student loan is currently 1.2 trillion climbing. Now, another fun fact, the amount that it costs to go to college has quadrupled, well past inflation. Well past inflation. Okay, let's look at some other one. 27% of college students move back in with their parents. According to U.S. News, 284,000 college graduates made below minimum wage in 2012. The average debt in 2017 for graduating students was $37,000, about $37,000 to $50,000 depending on a bunch of sources. Since 1999, the amount of student income debt has increased 500%, while wages for college graduates have dropped 10%. Up to 40% of college loans are delinquent. That means the kids can't pay them back or are missing on paying them back. And here's the even crazier thing. You can't escape from this debt. You cannot default on it. It is there with you forever. What are college's jobs overall to society? What is the thing they owe society? To be able to provide a well-educated society, to have a benefit. Now let's look at what colleges are actually doing. They are increasing prices. They're putting people in massive amounts of debt. They're causing people to spend less money in the economy. You need to understand this. The money that is being spent on student loans is not being spent in the economy. It is going to these scumbag institutions so they can pay for their football fields and whatever else they're paying for. And while doing this, the results are decreasing massively. The amount of pay has decreased massively, while the amount it takes to go to college has quadrupled, even though resources and information have become essentially free. And here's the biggest problem of it all, the most disgusting fact. Instead of colleges addressing their problem and say, hey, look at the huge problem we're causing. Look at the problem we're causing. Our education is ineffective. A lot of people are actually being put into debt. A lot of people are not able to pay back their education. What we're doing here is factually wrong. There are so many solutions to this. Lower the price. Make it result-based so people that get out of college get results. Allow the loans to be defaulted in. If people can't pay back the shit, they're not getting results with it, they shouldn't have to pay for it. But what do? They brainwash the students with SJW values and tell you it's someone else's problem, it's the government's problem, and it's not the college's problem for charging too high, charging so much for something that's worth so little. Instead of fixing their bullshit system, what they continue to do is manipulate people, socially pressure people, make businesses and everyone in society believe that you have to get this degree to have some ounce of credibility in life, while they're pumping out a society of uneducated, whining bitches. And I'm sorry, if you're in college right now and you think your debt is someone else's problem, you're a whiny bitch. You're a fucking whiny bitch, and it's not your fault. It's the fucking college system telling you this shit. You give me 6 months to train someone in sales, they'll be making at least $50,000 a year. I don't need 4 years to train someone. You go to any trade school, you can get the same exact high-paying job with 1 to 2 years of education. There are so many better options, but the reason why college is able to do this is they've implanted themselves so deep in society, so deep into how we operate, so deep into our views, that they can continue to manipulate and social pressure and walk them down this almost meat processing plant assembly line of shit every year. Now look, if you want to be a lawyer or whatever, you want to be a doctor, great. Colleges are essential. Whatever. I think they could charge way less, and I think the fees are still absolute bullshit. Whatever. But let's look at that when college was invented. All right, let's go back to the 1960s, 1970s. How did you get information back then? You couldn't. Okay? It was in books and in colleges. Therefore, colleges were essential to learn stuff. Now, that was because information was very restricted then. Now, look, as we know, in 2018, it's a little bit different in the 1970s. For example, here's a car from the 1970s, a top-of-the-line one. Here's a top-of-the-line car in 2018. Here's a computer from the 80s, 90s. Here's a computer with about a zillion times more processing power today. Here's a college classroom that was actually 4 times cheaper after accounting for inflation in the 1970s. Here is a classroom today. And what colleges have done is they have 4x the amount they charge. They're putting people massively in debt while upgrading zero. We act like college is a good thing. It is not. It is not the same thing our parents went to. Our parents needed that education because there's no other way to obtain it. There are a billion ways to obtain it right now, and college knows this. But because they've ingrained themselves so much in society, they continue to scare people into going to college. Oh, you don't go to college, you're not going to get a career, you're not going to go anywhere in life. That is what people are led to believe through elementary school, middle school, high school. That's what I was led to believe. And when I got to the Air Force, I thought because I didn't have a college degree, I was screwed. That is so far from the truth. And if I had gone to college, I'd be massively in debt right now working at McDonald's probably. You see Bernie Sanders on stage saying, oh, we need to help kids pay for school. No. The way you help kids pay for school is you make it so they can get out of their debts. You make it so you lower the price of school. The stuff they're learning in school isn't going to fucking help them. That's why those stats I showed you, so many college graduates are working minimum wage jobs. So many college graduates are making $30,000 a year. An insane amount of college graduates are working jobs that do not require a college degree. The solution here is not paying more money for college. It's not giving people money for colleges. It's holding colleges accountable for their scam business model. Bring people in with scare and fear, charge the ever-living shit out of them, 4x it without providing any more value, actually provide declining value, and then make the debt inescapable. What the f is this? Can you imagine right now, if I charged $10,000 for HCOM 2020, provide no refund guarantee, and our results were so bad, so poor that we were causing a massive debt problem in the United States? We can't do that because that's illegal. We'd be sued into the ground. And as soon as we start holding them to that level, the level of an actual business instead of some higher level learning where they know better, which they don't. You find me a college graduate with a 4-year degree coming out of college, guess what? They are capable of working my customer support desk at Market Hero. By the way, I can find people in the Philippines who are freaking top performers that will do the same job for $4 an hour. Now, I don't pay them $4 an hour. I pay them much more than that because I value our employees. But guess what? These kids over here in the Philippines, they've never even been to school. And they're going up the ladder at my company because you know what? They have work ethic. They have drive. And then I have a bunch of Americans coming out of some 4-year business degree, and they can't even do the grunt work at my companies. Why? Because college is a scam. The government takes that money, gives it to people to go to college, and so the college is profiting from this. They are taking government money and giving no ROI on it. They are giving my tax dollars, your tax dollars, giving no ROI on it. How about this? We hold colleges accountable for that. How about that, Bernie Sanders? How about we just tax colleges, make them pay for all the debt they're creating? How about we actually make it so kids can get out of the college debt? Pretty simple thing. Hey, look, colleges, if you don't give them what you're promising, if you don't give them a full-time career, you don't train them to be a productive member of society, you don't get any money. Oh, what is that? Maybe colleges will have to start scanning people they bring in and stop lying to kids who come in that maybe aren't cut out to do 4 years of college. Maybe they're cut out to do something else. I wasn't cut out to do 4 years of college. I'm a multimillionaire. Doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to be a failure. Just means, guess what? Sitting around for 4 years wasting your life might not be for you. Maybe colleges should have to start scanning people because they're going to see, oh wait, we're not going to get paid unless we actually get people and put them in the real world and make them money. How would that change things? Maybe colleges would have to up their game. Maybe colleges would have to lower the amount they're charging to actually get paid. What if we started requiring colleges to have an acceptable level of success? Say, hey, colleges, look, 50% of your students are working minimum wage jobs. 50% of your students aren't able to pay back their debts. That's a you problem. You know what happens to any business that works on normal standards? If people are pissed off with your product or can't pay for it, they charge back. You know what happens if you get too many chargebacks? You can't accept money. You can't run credit cards. But why can colleges do this? Why can they continue to bill people for shit they can't even pay for? Oh wait, because it's a scam. But it's a government, society-enabled scam based around pressure, manipulation, and fear put into young people. Then these young people get out of high school, they go, I want to do something with my life. The whole world is telling them, go to college. They spend 2 years learning useless bullshit. And they spend other 2 years learning rehashed shit you can find online for free. And what has college done with this? You think with the freedom of information, they lower the price. They lower the price. They haven't. They've 4x'd it. And they've made it inescapable. I'm going on the record, college is a scam. It is criminal. $50,000 for a useless degree is excessive. No kid can pay that back. Especially when they get out and don't have any life skills. We need to start saying, hey, instead of going and paying colleges more money, enabling the colleges, how about we just say, fuck you, college, lower your prices. No one's bailing you out. If people can't pay back your ridiculous debts, guess what? You don't make money. Then maybe colleges will have to start focusing on results, but they're not focused on results. They're focused on manipulation, fear-based marketing, and trust me, I know exactly how to do fear-based marketing. I know how to sell the shit out of anything. I could do some really evil shit if I want to, but guess what? If I did that, I get sued into the ground and it also make me lose sleep at night because it's not ethically right. Colleges, though, are immune to these basic ethical business practices. It's bullshit. So if you're a young person watching this channel, drop out. You are being scammed. If you're even younger and thinking about going to college, don't. It's a scam. Go online, learn a skill set, go to trade school, learn how to code. If you're 18, and get a job working a support desk at some tech company. Easy. Start working your way up the ladder right now. I have so many people at Market Hero that started at low-level positions and now are managing things like our email marketing or our delivery or moving up to customer retention, and they're getting paid more and more. You know how long it took them to get to the point where they're making more than a college graduate? About 6 months if they wanted, on average. Why? Because we find good people who want to work and want to make money, regardless of the country they're in. And when they show up and make money and they learn on the job, guess what? They learn skill sets. There are so many people at my company that started off in support roles, no college degree, or have a college degree, that didn't help them at all, didn't help them get a job at all. In fact, there's people who have come to me to graduate from college and said, Alex, I can't find a job. Do you have any support roles for me? Yeah, give them a minimum wage or a slightly above higher minimum wage support job. Guess what? When they show promise, they start working up, they start learning new things. They can go to any company out there and manage email marketing. They go to any company out there and manage processing, and they can easily make $70,000 to $80,000 a year if they just stick what they're doing within a year of the training they get from our company. College is a fucking scam. It needs to be stopped, and they need to be held accountable. I'm fucking done.